Hey, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hey. Just got the day off of work today. Just kind of hanging out, seeing what's going on, you know. Pretty much just driving around ASU a little bit. Um, yeah, not much going on today. Um, I just wanted to hop on here and see what everybody was up to, see how everybody's doing, show everybody that I am still alive. Um, I'm working at a bowling alley in Arizona now, so I'm no longer in Colorado, which is sad. It's bittersweet. I miss it immensely, but there's not much I can do about that situation just because of the nature of the job. It was the bowling alley was through the university, and when you graduate the university, they really don't have positions open for people who aren't students anymore. So I moved on, and there was a bowling alley here in Arizona who ended up actually paying me to move down here. And yeah, it was cool. What's up, Riley? How's it going? Yeah, I'm wearing the UMC shirt today. I thought that would be fun. Um, yeah, wearing the UMC shirt, driving around. There's not much to do in Arizona except drive around, it feels like. I mean, there's a lot of like events and stuff, but besides for that, it's kind of like drive around. So it's a driving city for sure. Um, let's see. There's a Spirit Halloween going up next to me. That's cool. Halloween. I'm excited for Halloween. I think that'll be fun. Stardust, yo, what's up? Um, yeah, I got yesterday and today off. And they got me working tomorrow. Pretty much always work Saturdays because we're busy on Saturday. That's okay. I'll be opening tomorrow, so I'll be there early. And then we have our like special needs leagues, and then just regular Saturday business. We're just driving around. Um, I don't know if you're still here, Riley, but the bowling alley I'm at right now, we have the Brunswick A2 machines, so the big chonky ones. And then I will let you know if I end up back in Colorado for sure. We're switching to string pins though at the center I'm at right now, which is kind of sad. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I asked my boss, the one who makes the choice, and I said, "Is there any way that we can stop that from happening?" And he said, "No." So, oh wow. And then all the mechanics, because now the job I'm doing there now is more like operations. All the mechanics are asking me, like, are you going to fire me after we switch to string pins? And my answer has basically been like, I don't know. Um, Hopefully we'll just transfer them to somewhere else. 18 bowling alleys in the area that you know who owns. I'll definitely let you know if I'm back in Colorado, though, Riley. I'm looking to make my way back there soon. Missing it. Missing it a lot. Go eat some magic mushrooms. Okay, alright. Large Pro 21. Good, great recommendation. Great recommendation. Not really my thing though, but hey, fair enough. So now we're basically on ASU's campus. If you know where I'm at, I'm on the corner of Apache and Rural. So I'm right getting onto the campus here. I might flip the camera around and kind of show some of ASU on a Friday night. See what it looks like a little bit. There's a drive-through liquor store there, which is pretty cool. All kinds of neat stuff around here. I don't see too often. There's a Lemon Street and an Orange Street, which I thought was interesting. Oh no. There was a car accident here. That is no good. Let's kind of show you what we got going on there. Well, it's no good. We don't want that. But yeah, roads around here are designed like crap. There's a Waymo. Nobody driving it. Waymos are weird. Waymos are weird. There's a bus. I'm at the corner of Rural and University. Lots of people around here. Lots of students. Lots of ASU students. Oh man, make sure my phone is charging. There we go. What's up, Victor Tapia? We are just driving around Arizona State University campus, hanging out, driving around Tempe, Phoenix, ASU, all the places, all the fun places, seeing the sights, doing the do. Yeah. Hopefully I sound all right. I can't really tell how I sound. So if it sounds like crap, just let me know. I'll try to do something to fix it. Yeah. I'll flip the camera around now, show you a little bit what we're working with here. So we got back. Maybe ultra wide. No. A little too much dash. Back regular. Looks like shit. That's kind of what it looks like here. It's ASU. Palm trees. It's nice. It's really warm. The car says it's 97 degrees out. There's another Waymo. Waymos are crazy. I've kind of wondered if there's just someone like driving them in the office, like remotely. It kind of seems like it. Back to me. But yeah, we're just driving around ASU, kind of hanging out, just hanging out. Got myself a nice big ol' vanilla cherry Coca-Cola, yummy nummy, $2.09. And I didn't put ice in it, so I could get the whole thing. And it still comes out cold. People think I'm weird for that, but it's like, it's still cold. I don't want it warm, but it comes out cold, so don't necessarily need ice. I don't know. Strange thing about me. Is Jack in the Box any good? I never had Jack in the Box. I see a lot of Jack in the Box down here, but I've never been to Jack in the Box. Always wondered if it'd be any good. Not really sure. Some of the streetlights down here are kind of weird. They'll have like the left turn lane streetlight in front of the going straight lanes. So it kind of throws you off sometimes because you'll have a red light in front of you and a green light to your right, and that means you can go. And it kind of throws you off a little bit. Jack in the Box is trash. Okay, I've kind of thought, like, I've looked at the menu several times, but I've never seen anything that's like, ooh, I gotta try that. So yeah, that kind of confirms my suspicions. A lot of people go crazy for In-N-Out down here. I mean, I could see why, but it seems like the people I know who grew up around In-N-Out are not as fascinated with it as the people who move to a place that have In-N-Out. So that's always kind of been something I've noticed about In-N-Out. Yeah, not a super big fast food person. Like, I haven't had Wendy's or McDonald's in a long time either. What's y'all's favorite fast food? Drop it in the chat. Let me know. Maybe I'll go try it. Whataburger Loyalist. Okay. That's another one I see down here a lot that I've never like lived in an area that we really had it. Um, Maybe I'll go try it. What do you get? Like a burger? I've seen they have like a patty melt, I think. Um, do they have like chicken or just burgers? Whataburger. I like the name. Consistent quality. Okay. That's important. So I feel like lately, especially after COVID, like finding good quality fast food is hard, except for a few places. Um, so adding another one to the list, being Whataburger, is kind of nice. So I've always felt like it's like Chick-fil-A, it's always pretty good quality. You have what else is always pretty good quality? If you're from the Midwest, Taco John's I always feel like is pretty good quality. Um, yeah, so Whataburger, add that to the list. I could see that. That's cool. Let's see, where are we at now? Roosevelt and Scottsdale Road. I have to get a double with cheese and bok choy chicken strip sandwich with the honey butter substituted instead of barbecue sauce. Cheese and bacon. Oh, cheese and bacon chicken strip sandwich. Okay. I did see the chicken strip sandwich on their menu. That was the one thing that really piqued my interest. Um, Cheese and bacon chicken strip sandwich. Okay. With honey butter instead of barbecue. That does sound pretty good. Uh, I used to live above a place called Bova's in Boulder, Colorado. Um, it used to also be the leasing office for a really big property management company in Boulder, Colorado. Bova's used to have this item called the Bova's Special. And the Bova's Special was basically a grilled cheese with chicken tenders and mozzarella bites or mozzarella strips on it. If you, mozzarella sticks as well, if you wanted. So that sounds pretty similar. And then they would put something called Bova's sauce on it, which I'm not entirely sure what it was, but it was like their specialty sauce. Yeah, yeah. It was good. If you're ever in Boulder, Colorado, go to Bova's. It's like a bodega. You get a Bova's special. They're open till 2 in the morning most nights, like midnight. The nights they're not. It's great. It's like a grilled cheese, chicken strips, and mozzarella sticks if you want. Yeah, the thing is kind of fire. It's huge. I think it's cool. I'm thinking about getting like a mic because I want the audio quality to be consistent and to not come through with any of like the background noise too much. So I'm thinking about getting a mic. I was looking at Best Buy earlier today. I just didn't want to pull the trigger on one yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just kind of driving around. It's just kind of what I do. So if I'm like super bored, I'll just kind of drive around here until I find something that interests me. A trucker mic. That's true. I guess that would work. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. So if you know anything in Phoenix that's cool, I could go there. See what's up. I think right now I'm in the city of Scottsdale, technically. Yeah. So if you know anything in Scottsdale, go check it out. See what it's like. We could go to the casino. See what's up at the casino. I don't know if they like filming though. There's a bowling alley up in Scottsdale. It's pretty fancy, called Mavericks. That's cool. It's attached to like a racetrack called Octane Raceway. The place is pretty cool. They have string pins though. It's more of like open bowler retail casual bowling place than a sporty focused like league house or something like that. It's a Lucid car dealership. Actually, I've never really looked into the Lucid cars. I don't really know if they're any good. I remember when they first came on the market and they were pretty hype, but Lucid, I feel like you don't hear about them as much anymore. We heard about the brand when they first came around, and then not much since then. So it's kind of interesting. Let's see, what else do we have? Goldwater Boulevard or Scottsdale Road? Let's go on Goldwater Boulevard. There's a Staples. Go to Staples and see what kind of office supplies we could get. Like they might have a mic, actually, for a reasonable price. Let's see. I'm curious how the quality of the stream will be on my cellular data. I have to go back and kind of watch it a little bit and see how the quality was. If you guys notice any quality issues, throw it in the chat so I'll have a record of it. So that way I know, like, when the quality was bad and kind of like in what way, if it's choppy or if the audio is bad or whatever, let me know so I can address it going forward. Because I'd really like to build this channel a little bit more, seeing as it could be like, it kind of goes hand in hand with what I like to do in my job, which is kind of like entertain people, provide good experiences for people. At the bowling alley or really at any entertainment venue, I think I'd be happy at. So like doing the channel, doing the YouTube videos, making the shorts, doing the lives, it all goes hand in hand with that, entertaining people. It's just more active. It's me doing it myself rather than me using a tool like a bowling pin setter or something else as a vessel for providing fun experiences. So this is fun for me because I get to test the water and see kind of what I can do to entertain people. See whether or not it's entertaining to people to just chat or not, or whether I should maybe like stream myself bowling, or if I should stream other people bowling, perhaps just like the business when it's busy. Maybe people would like to see that. Maybe people want to see me play video games. That'd be cool too. I'm totally down for that. I really, my main focus would be to grow the channel, because if I could do this as a career, I think I'd be pretty happy. And I think it'd be the most interesting thing that I can think of right now. Entertaining is fun. Do you guys like these Muddy Bites? I'm kind of addicted to these things. They sell these like big packs of them at Costco for $10. And holy crap, I have had many of my share of $10 bags of those. They are way too good. Eat a few here and there, and then before you know it, the bag's gone, and it's like, what? I started buying more than one bag at a time. Like, what am I doing? You know, I'm worried that Costco's gonna run out of them. It's like, oh man, they're too good. They're way too good. And Costco's got way too good of a deal on them. It's crazy. But they're delicious. If you haven't tried them, you should get some. The Muddy Bites. I've had like a Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie flavor. I've had the milk chocolate flavor, and I've had the dark chocolate flavor. And they're all very good. They're all very, very, very good. The milk chocolate's my favorite. I'd say the Girl Scout cookie was my second. The dark was my third. But that's just because I'm a milk chocolate fan rather than a dark chocolate fan. Chocolate. Yeah, so I could see you if you're a dark chocolate fan, you could probably like the the dark chocolate ones first. The Girl Scout cookie ones are probably going to be the middle of the road for most people, unless you don't like mint. If you don't like mint, then forget that. Does anybody have a favorite kind of chocolate? Does anybody like Hershey's? Is Hershey's anybody's favorite? And if so, how much other brands of chocolate have you tried? I think Hershey's is okay, but I don't think it's that good. I think it's just alright. Um, I don't know. It's my hot chocolate take. Hot chocolate take. Hot chocolate. That's kind of funny. I didn't even mean to make that pun. There's a movie theater over here. Oh, this is the Scottsdale Fashion Square, or Fashion, yeah, Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. This mall is fancy. I went here yesterday. I didn't really go in many of the stores because a lot of them are just a little too fancy for my tastes. Not really my thing, but it's cool. I mean, it's cool. A lot of people would enjoy it. It's just not my stores. Some of the stores are. I don't really need anything right now. It's just kind of killing time, just figuring out something to do. So maybe head back to ASU campus and see if there's any activities going on. Maybe we'll stop at like a something going on if there is anything, or a bar or something. See if we can get into some shenanigans. Get into some shenanigans. Zoyo Neighborhood Yogurt. What makes the yogurt neighborhood yogurt rather than just being yogurt? What is neighborhood yogurt? Wouldn't all yogurt be neighborhood yogurt unless the yogurt was produced in a city? But what makes a city a city? The number of people? We have neighborhoods within cities. Oops, police. Police. Whoa. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Cops is produced. This is what goes through my head randomly throughout the day. This little part of Scottsdale is very nice. It's got a little like bar area, a lot of little outdoor zones. There's a place called Bourbon and Bones in the outdoor zones. Best rhymer of all timer. Tropical Smoothie Cafe is over here. You know, the first time I ever saw the second time I ever saw a Tropical Smoothie Cafe, it blew my mind because that's when I realized it was not a chain. Or that it was a chain. I thought Tropical Smoothie Cafe was a one-off business for the longest time that we only had where I was from. And then when I saw the second one ever after I had moved from where I was from to Colorado, I was like, whoa, this is a chain that's all over the U.S.? Blew my mind. I'm sure a lot of people have had that same experience with different chains, but if you have, put it in the chat. What chains did you thought weren't chains until you saw a second one and it shocked you? That also happened with me with Smashburger. I did not think Smashburger was a chain because where I grew up, we really only had one for a long, long, long time. And they never updated the branding on it. It's just kind of like a forgotten one. It's a place called the Sugar Bowl, an ice cream restaurant and parlor. An interesting character there. A little bit of a crackhead. Spooked me for a second. I thought he was gonna jump out in front of the car. Like, don't do that, buddy. Don't do that, buddy. Some people down here are a little crazy. I do not get it. But it's a gigantic city, so there's gonna be some people who are a little off their tree, as Terry would say. They're off their tree. And they will not return to their tree until some time has passed. And back to Staples. If Staples has Staples, does you know what? Have you know what? I'm gonna do a little left turn. Oh, just switch AirPods. There we go. AirPod audio game. If the audio has any issues, please let me know so that I can try to fix it, because I am not able to hear myself. I am just speaking and hoping it works. The chat, it seems like we've had some good responses to some things I've said, so it seems like it has been working, but I just switched from my right AirPod to my left, so in case for some reason that causes issues, let me know if you cannot hear me. Well, I guess if you cannot hear me, you will not know to let me know. So hopefully you'll see my lips moving and just say something in the chat if that's the case. But yeah, we're kind of heading back towards ASU campus now. Really just killing time on the day off. I think I'm gonna start to stream a little more at the bowling alley in here in Tempe, the one I'm currently at, and we'll see what that is like. If I'm really able to attend to a stream like that or not. I'm typically pretty busy at this new bowling alley that I'm at, so I might not be able to attend to a stream like I would prefer, but that doesn't mean we can't have one. That just means it might be a little more watch what's going on than me interacting with the chat, which is okay. We'll just have to figure out how to show something that's interesting if I'm not able to interact with the chat, which shouldn't be too hard in a bowling alley. We have an arcade, bowling, we have a bar, we have a pool, so hopefully I could find something somebody doesn't mind being on stream and providing some entertainment for us. Maybe if I could get a mic, and then I could wear the mic at work even while you watch the stream of just like people bowling or something, or who knows, the front desk. I don't know. whatever y'all think would be the most interesting. And then it would be like mic'd up at the bowling alley. You could hear all my conversations like, here are those cheesy bacon ranch fries. Can I get you anything else? You know, stuff like that. Very intriguing. The occasional the occasional complaint. Who knows? Might have to like mute the mic for stuff like that. I don't really know. If we decided to do stuff like that, I'd have to kind of figure it out as we went. I'm not really sure what it would look like. Um, but I think it'd be cool to do a little behind the scenes at where Mr. B, Mr. A, Mr. L, Mr. Corp, Mr. Corporate. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to the ASU campus, maybe see if there's anything going on. If not, maybe I'll swing by the bowling alley, see what's going on. If there's not much going on there, maybe I'll go back home and maybe we'll play some games on stream or something, or we'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah, let's see what I can figure out. What'll be entertaining. It's very red because of the brake lights. It's very red. It's a helicopter. I'll show you. See it? Oh, you can't really see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Helicopter. Helicopter. I'm driving around with my lights on in my car. Illegal. Illegal. Did your guys' parents make you think that was like a crime when you were younger? I feel like that was like a universal experience. Everybody thought that was just like illegal. Straight to jail. Did you turn that on while the car was moving? Can't distract the driver. Criminal. I feel like it's not that bad though. To drive with it on. At least for me, it doesn't bother me. Um, there's one of those like bikini coffee shops, Bikini Beans Espresso. I've never gone to one of those for two reasons. I've never really liked coffee. Um, as much as I've tried to like coffee, I never really have. I have repeatedly attempted to get myself to like coffee, but I never end up sticking with it. Number two, the whole concept is just kind of like a little strange to me. Like, who came up with that? Like, sure, do your thing. I'm all for do your thing. Whatever. I don't care. I'm young. I really don't care. It's just a very interesting concept for someone to come up with. Um, it's like you don't see that at the grocery store or at the gas station, but at a coffee shop, yes. Okay. Um, just strange. I don't know. If people make good money there, though, good for them. That's all I can say. Like, good for them if they're making good money there. Because I would bet everything's a little bit more expensive because it is there. Um, Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good coffee. Who knows? Huh? Just never been something that I have really taken an interest in or taken notice of too much. They kind of just popped up out of nowhere. Like, I feel like after COVID, maybe they were always around in like bigger cities, but I just haven't lived in one. I don't know. I don't know. Got a truck next to me. Let's see if it sounds like a truck. There's a song called "I Wish My Truck Was Bigger" by the Doohickeys. That's kind of funny. That pretty adequately sums up how I view truck culture. Um, I just think it's funny. If you're into trucks, good for you. If I needed a truck, I would get a truck. That truck do sound like a truck. Sound like a truck. We are on the We are at the intersection of Rural Road slash Scottsdale Road and Rio Salado Parkway. I'm not entirely sure how to say it. I've never said it out loud before until right now. Um, Still new to the area, being that I just moved down here in June. Um, I don't fully know all the road names or how to pronounce everything. Like, Gila River, I really did think was first pronounced Gila or Gila River when I first came down here, and that was kind of embarrassing when I found out it was Gila River. Um, but you live and you learn. You live, laugh, learn, love. Live, laugh, love, learn, life. Live, laugh, learn, love, life. Live, laugh, learn, love, life. L, 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 but we only take W, 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 W. W's. Ain't that right, chat? W chat. W chat. Should I just like start streaming for days at a time and just not stop this stream until like next week? I stream for like a whole week and see what happens. See if I finally gain any viewers at any point during the week. That'd be interesting. See what happens. Maybe. Maybe not. You never know. It'd be interesting to see. It's kind of fun for me too, because it creates a video record of life, and you have a video record of memories in life and kind of what you did on a certain day, or just what your life was like, your thoughts, what was going through your head, all that kind of stuff. I've always thought that vlogging was neat because of that, and that's the Roman Atwood side of me coming out. Uh, I always remember hearing him talk about how he would make videos to help him remember his kids like growing up and their childhoods and just kind of like the phases of their life, what they looked like, what they talked like, what was going through the head, kind of the stuff I just said. So a lot of like, because I grew up watching him, is instilled into me that 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 desire to capture what life was and kind of have it in video form and post it on YouTube so that way it can be there and you can go back and watch it whenever you want to remember what life was like at this time. Or even if you don't want to remember what life was like at that time, you can go back and watch it and remember, oh, this is what I did to get myself out of that phase of being down, or that this is what I remember what life was like when it wasn't so great. So that's why I am motivated to keep doing stuff to keep it so great. So there's all kinds of reasons you'd want to document life. Um, and that's what I think is super cool about this is it's really not that hard to just talk to a camera for me for like an hour or 2 hours, and let let it out what life is like. I think it's cool. So I'm back on ASU campus now. I am right around where like Jimmy John's and Domino's and I think it's Splits, a grill, a market. There's a bus stop, all kinds of stuff is over here. So back on ASU campus, just kind of seeing what's going on. There's a lot of people walking around, a lot of people out and about. Um, Definitely a lot of activity. Not a ton of um, crazy partying yet. It's only 7 o'clock here, and that's definitely a big difference for me. Is going from living in the Midwest to Colorado to here. You have the time change. So initially, I was in the Midwest, and I was pretty much central in the U.S. Anything was forward or back of me like an hour. And then going to Colorado, Iowa, or the Midwest, whatever. Um, then they're only an hour ahead of me. So then going from Iowa to Colorado to Arizona, you have the now the time change from Arizona to Iowa is 2 hours. So I guess the tricky thing is like growing up in the Midwest in Iowa, and then basically having like New York time be an hour ahead of me, and then Colorado be an hour behind, and the only thing that was 2 hours behind was LA, and then moved to Colorado, and it's essentially the same thing. So the only thing that's 1 hour behind is LA, the only thing that's 1 hour ahead is Iowa, and then the only thing that's 2 hours ahead is New York. Now that I'm in Arizona, and because they don't observe daylight savings time, it's as if I'm in LA. So the the fact that I am 2 hours behind all the people in Iowa is a little tricky. And now being 3 hours behind New York time is even more tricky. So that is definitely interesting. And then being on the same time as everybody in LA is weird because I'm not actually in California. So that's a little odd, it feels like. And it does feel like the sun goes down a little bit early here. Like it's the middle of summer and it's 7 o'clock and it's pitch dark outside. Growing up, I remember a big thing about summer was it didn't get dark until like 9, 10 p.m. So you miss that. You start to miss that. And you start to kind of like, you know, get a little bummed out that the sun's not out after 6:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Oh, does anybody know what that actually means? Like, I have no clue. And I'm young enough to know. I just don't go on social media like that. So it's not really my area of expertise. Um, Definitely some people out around ASU. I'm at the corner of University and Mill. If you've ever been to ASU, you know Mill Avenue as the one where all the craziness happens, which is true. Um, there is definitely a lot of uh, bars on Mill that the ASU students like to hang out around. I went and did karaoke at one, and it was fun. The owner, he was like, he was he was he was pretty lit himself, and he was basically just pulling up YouTube these songs on a projector and playing them through the sound system. It wasn't actual karaoke, it was just playing the music. And then you had to know the words because he wasn't playing the videos with the words like on them. And that's what he was doing, is karaoke. He was lit. I mean, he was having a good time himself. And every like two songs the guests would do, he would grab the mic and do one himself. I mean, this guy was the life of the party. Really, it was pretty hilarious watching this guy run karaoke at this bar on Mill, and it was like a taco bar, and there was really nobody else there except for us, and so it was really pretty fun, honestly. And this guy was having a good time, and it made us have a good time too. So if you ever are around Mill, go to the taco bar where the guy lets you do karaoke um, without the lyrics, and just plays the music videos, and you just get to sing along. It's really a great time. Um, he knows how to provide great hospitality for a great party. That is what it's all about. I mean, that's essentially what my job is: create great hospitality, or create, provide great hospitality to create a great party. Um, every day, every shift should be a party at the bowling alley. And if it's not, then I have failed to do my job adequately, or to the degree that I hold myself to. I think I should be able to create a party environment every single day in the bowling alley. Uh, and that shouldn't be very hard with the tools that we have in a bowling alley. Um, the music, the bar, the lights, everything we have should make it very easy to make it feel like you have walked into a party the second you walk into one of my bowling alleys. So, in theory, if it feels like a party when you walk into the bowling alley, it's gonna be, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna feel like exclusive, like a great time, no matter what um, you actually bowl. But depends on what location you're at and what the staff is like and all kinds of stuff like that. Hospitality is one of those tricky things that it's never the same for everybody every time. Even though it kind of should be for some places, it never truly is, because everybody's coming in with their different preconceived, for lack of a better word, or pre-held attitudes. each time they come. So, like, I could go bowling one day because I just won a bunch of money at the casino, and so I have a bunch of money to spend. I'm ready to have a party. I'm ready to buy drinks for everybody in the alley, stuff like that. Or I could go bowling because I just went through like a really terrible breakup and I want just something to keep my mind off of the real world for a little bit. So like bowling is one of those things where you really capture a whole wide range of people. Um, and I think that's fun because you get to show yourself and a team of people as a manager. You get to show a team of people and myself that I am able to take a group of people, no matter what they come in thinking, and make them leave feeling like they just came to a super exclusive, super fun party. And that's one of the funnest things to me about my job, is to make everybody feel like they were part of a party. Um, I've always really enjoyed that aspect. And like, I'd like some opinions on this, if possible, if anybody's in the stream right now, or if anybody sees this later in the comments and stuff. Do you guys like the music being played in the bowling alley like super loud, or would you rather it be quieter and like maybe like you have a TV show playing over the sound system or something like that, or a basketball game rather than a TV show? Sorry, not a TV show, a basketball game, or like a football game or something like that. Would you rather have like a football game playing where it's just people talking and it's kind of at a mild sound level? Or would you rather have music like blasting? Or would you rather have music at a kind of medium sound level? Because I feel like oftentimes we end up with, you have the bowling alley gets busier and busier and busier, more people come in, the general background environment sound gets louder and louder and louder, and so you turn up the music louder and louder and louder to kind of compensate for that, and then eventually they're both super loud, and so you have just the music and the background noise both being super loud, and then even later in the night you have the background noise start to die down because everybody leaves, but the music's still super loud. So I I kind of like, I generally, when I am in control of the music volume, I tend to kind of leave it um at like a more mild level and then increase it mildly as the shift goes on. Whereas like I've seen some other people take it, they start at like a very low level, and then by the end of the shift, it's like maxed out. And I'm like, ooh, I mean, you could do that. It's just a huge swing. So I don't know. I prefer to like just kind of keep it more even. I'll increase it a little bit as the shift goes on, but not like double, not like double by the end of the night. So I've always wondered the opinion out there. From more casual bowlers and from more serious bowlers. Do only the more serious bowlers want the music to be quieter? Do the casual bowlers also want the music to be quieter? Do the serious bowlers not care if it's too loud? Um, is that part of the sport, trying to ignore the distraction of loud music? Is that part of the what makes it challenging to bowl? I've never really thought so. I've thought that's kind of like an extra part of the game. That's not really, whether or not you can ignore music doesn't really prove you're a good bowler, but maybe it's part of the game just because of the environment the game is played in. I don't know. Um, I tend to err on the side of like not making it too crazy loud though, just to kind of keep my sanity a little bit. Like I don't know, I you turn up the music so loud, and then just talking to guests, I start to lose my voice because of um, trying to have those interactions at such a high volume level. I'm like, that'll be $5.99 for bowling, and they're like, what? And I'm like, that'll be $5.99 for bowling. What? It can get loud. So I don't know. That's that's my very dramatic take on the noise level in the bowling alley. I just saw we've hit over an hour of stream. So just wanted to say thank y'all for swinging by for an hour or at all during this hour. It means a lot to me that people would drop by and want to see what I'm up to. I think it's been really super duper fun to chat with everybody who has interacted in the chat. That's my number one favorite thing to do on these live streams is to just talk with people. So I really appreciate anybody who's tuned in, anybody who's kept an eye on my channel to see if I'm going to do any more streams or anything like that. Just appreciate all the love, all the support on the channel. Thank you guys. I'm going to show you guys. We have a little train coming through. Look at that. ASU. What a scene. What a scene. What a scene. So, yeah, that's what's been going on here at this, in the AZ. In the AZ. No light or light better? I think the light's better, but no light's okay. No light's okay. It's kind of like dark mode. I'd like to go get that mic. There's a mic that's chilling at the center, but I don't know if I should go see if it, go ask about it and see what's up with it. See what's going on over there. This is a rural road. Looks like we've got someone hitting the reverse in the middle of the road. That's always a interesting thing. We had a red light though, so we gotta stop. Not many viewers on the second half of the stream, but that's okay. I'm kind of just hanging out, seeing if anybody's gonna tune in. This person keeps backing up in the middle of the road. This is very odd. Those are reverse lights, chat, right? Chat, those are reverse lights, right? Don't tell me chat's still in reverse. Don't tell me Blood's still in reverse. He's gonna hit that gas pedal and straight back into us. Don't do it, chat. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. You better have that car and drive. Okay. Alright. Thought it was like, it's weird. Why are the lights white? Did someone just break the red covers that make them red? That's interesting. Um, these bright lights. Yeah, just hanging out. Just hanging out. Just hanging out in AZ. There's the drive-in liquor store. I'll show you guys the drive-in liquor store. Drive-in liquor store. Jerry's Drive-In Liquors. Always busy. Always busy at Jerry's Drive-In Liquors. Well, chat, I really hope the stream has looked good and sounded good. I have really been missing making content like this. It's definitely something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've just been really busy with other stuff, so thank you guys for bearing with me, and I appreciate people showing up for this. So definitely appreciate everybody showing up for the stream, everybody interacting. Love it. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna start to stream on Twitch soon. Maybe Kick as well, because I've heard Kick is kind of decent for this kind of thing. We'll see though, no promises. For now, I'm mainly focused on ironing out Twitch and YouTube as my main two, and maybe posting clips on other providers' sites, but not probably gonna main stream on like TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, except for maybe Twitch, YouTube definitely, and maybe Kick. So we'll see. Heading to the bowling alley now. Gonna give you a little look at what the bowling alley looks like, just to show you guys where I am at now. If you are curious, this is the same bowling alley from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So yes, that is very cool. I'm going to update the title of the stream. Just updating the title now. Alright, got that title updated, chat. Got that title updated, chat. Alright, let me show you what this place looks like. Chat. Bill Nye the Science Chat. Chat. Bill Nye the Science Chat. The old AMF Tempe Village Lanes, which used to be Fair Lanes, which is what you see in the thumbnail. And we are now AMF Tempe Village Lanes, which is what so that's a cool little tidbit if y'all are curious. I'm going to update the thumbnail because that is where we are at. Yeah, at the old AMF Tempe Village Lanes. It's a great spot. Love this place. Have a lot of good vibes here with everybody. Mr. Medic, Jesse B. Yeah, this is the new stomping grounds. This is the AMF Tempe Village Lanes. This was the bowling alley that was in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This used to be a Fair Lanes, and then it was a Brunswick, something or other, and then it was an AMF, and now it is AMF Tempe Village Lanes, which is technically owned by Bolero, which is technically now Lucky Strike Entertainment. And yes, that is the story of AMF Tempe Village Lanes. It is the center that is in the scene from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure where Napoleon is bowling and he gets his hand stuck in the bowling ball and he bowls and it he face plants on the lane. That is this center. It appears my connection is a little rough, so I'm gonna just keep rolling here. But yeah, you might recognize some of the area as what you see in the movie. So, especially like over here, this is kind of like a scene that you see in the movie. This little area here off to the side of the center. Looks like we have a lot of people over here at the pigeon coop, just kind of hanging out. Um, yeah, we got people at the Breaking Road Coffee. But yeah, that's kind of one of the views you see in the movie is the this view of the complex kind of coming down the side of all the businesses here when they're walking out of the center. So if you rewatch that scene from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, you will notice this is the same place. So yeah, I've always thought that's kind of neat. Yeah. Okay. Show you what the roads look like over here. Alrighty. Yeah, this is Tempe, Arizona. Lovely, lovely Tempe. I think what I'm going to do is go back to my apartment and I might start another stream there and figure out how to get a little bit of desktop stream set up so we could do some like reactions as well. And maybe I'll stream myself setting that up and then I'll stream myself using it and we'll see how that goes. All right. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. I'm going to cut it here and I might start another one tonight. So, thank you all very much for watching. It's great to see you, especially if you interacted with the chat. Anybody who I know personally who tuned into the stream, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And shoot me a text. I'll hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. This is Bowling Alley Guy. I will see you later. Bye.